What if I told you the people who decide your child's future are working for free? This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover why thousands of exam markers are still waiting for their pay, the shocking reason behind the delay, and what this means for the future of Kenya's education system. Meet the invisible army of Kenya's education: teachers, supervisors, invigilators. For months, they've been setting, administering, and marking the national exams that determine the fate of millions of students. The Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education, the KPSEI, the KJSEI, their work is done, but their pockets are empty. And here's the twist: the government knows it, admits it, and says there's nothing they can do. At least not yet. Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Ogamba has just issued a circular. Dated Thursday, February 12, 2026. In it, he makes a promise: payment is coming, but he also reveals the brutal truth. The country is in a funding crisis. Budgetary and cash flow constraints are strangling the system. The Ministry of Education is begging the National Treasury for the money, but the markers have heard this song before. This isn't the first time. Payment delays are a chronic disease in this process. It often leads to a standoff, teachers versus the ministry. But this time feels different. The scale is massive. We're talking about every single professional contracted for the national exams, and the patience is wearing dangerously thin. According to the markers themselves, they've had multiple meetings, pleas, promises, and still zero payments. But here's what nobody's talking about. These aren't just government employees on a delayed salary. These are contracted professionals. They signed up for a specific job with a specific payment promise. Their contribution, as CS Ogamba himself admits, is central to the entire national examinations calendar. Without them, the system collapses. So why are they treated as an afterthought? And then something shocking happened. Despite the non-payment, CS Ogamba actually praised them. He lauded their patience, their professionalism, and their continued cooperation. Imagine that, being thanked for working for free. The circular is a masterpiece of bureaucratic language. Expedite the release of the requisite funds, safeguarding timely payment, actively working to resolve. But for the teacher in Kisumu or the invigilator in Mombasa, those words mean nothing without a bank alert. Here's the part that will blow your mind. The CS has promised regular updates. He's going to communicate on the payment process. So the plan isn't to pay them. The plan is to keep telling them they will be paid. This address falls amid rising anger. These professionals are the backbone of academic integrity. They ensure the exams are fair, secure, and properly assessed. Yet their allowances are perpetually the last priority. The implications are terrifying. What happens next year? Will qualified teachers refuse to mark exams? Will the quality of marking drop if people are demoralized and unpaid? This controversy strikes at the heart of trust. Some say the government is doing its best amid a cash crunch. Others say this is a blatant betrayal of the people who make education possible. But here's the unanswered question. If we can't pay the people who grade our children's futures, what does that say about what we truly value? Do you think the exam markers should stage a boycott until they're paid? Or should they continue to trust the government's promises? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking news that impacts your life.